Karen O from Karen O Beauty, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get this simple, natural look that's perfect for the summer. Whether you're on the go, you're out shopping, or going to barbecues or family functions, this is a really nice sun-kissed look. So if you want to see how to get yourself sun-kissed, keep on watching. Now let's move on to the tutorial. So to save a little time, I did my eyebrows off camera, and I used Benefit's Brow Brow in order to just carve out my eyebrows. I'm going to use Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This one has an SPF of 15 in it, which is really important. You should be wearing SPF no matter what time of year it is. Even if it appears that there's no sun outside, there's still UV rays out there, and you just want to protect your skin from any sun damage that could happen. So you should be wearing SPF. So I'm going to just put this primer on. I'm just going to spread it around with my fingers, concentrating on the areas where I perspire the most, which is, for me, the T-zone. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in Stick. My color is Y405, and to be honest, considering that we're at the beginning part of the summer, this may be a little too light for me, but we'll make it work. So I'm just going to take this and spread it all over my face, like that. Set that aside. And I'm going to take a kabuki brush or like a densely packed brush like this one. This is a foundation brush from Urban Decay that I really like. And I'm just going to take any fixed spray that I have handy. Today I have the Lise Watier Magnifique fixed spray. This is like an OG fixed spray for me. And if you're from Canada, you know Lise Watier really well. Lise Watier is available at Shoppers Drug Mart and has been for years. I've been using this fixed spray way before anything else came out on the market, and I love it. So this is totally an OG for me. It has a white tea scent, which is like really refreshing. So I'm just gonna spray my brush, just moisten it up a little, and I'm just gonna pat this foundation in. If you feel like your brush is getting a little dry, you can just spray it again. Sprayed my hand. And just dab that in. This foundation is a medium coverage. So if you want full coverage, it's totally buildable. You just need to add more if you want to go that route. Because it's a warm day and this is just a simple look, I'm not going to build it up too much. I'm just going to cover up my hyperpigmentation. Let's add a little bit more in my problem areas, and I'm gonna just add a little orange color corrector under my eyes to hide those dark circles of mine. I'm gonna use the LA Girl Pro Concealer, high definition concealer in the color orange. I'm gonna use the smallest amount, just dab a little in the corners of my eyes, and just use the little brush tip to spread it out. I'm going to take a damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to use the pointed end to dab that orange color corrector into the bottom of my eye. So my next step is I'm going to apply concealer to my under eyes, and I'm going to apply it to my eyelids, because the concealer on my eyelids is going to act as an eyeshadow base. So I'm going to get out my Tarte Shape Tape concealer in the color Tan Sand, and you can see this concealer is well used. And I am not wasting one bit of it. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna use the last little bit in here. And what I have found is, I was on Amazon and I found one of these little makeup spatulas. And this is what I use to get into all, like, whatever bottles I might have, whether it's moisturizer or a primer or a concealer in this case, anything, just to scrape up that last bit. So I'm gonna do that right now. And you're gonna see that there's still a lot of concealer in here. So I don't know if you can see that, but I've pulled out quite a bit. I'm gonna take the applicator wand from the bottle, just rub that there, get some on it, and just apply concealer to my under eye. I'm just gonna use enough concealer to cover my dark circles. I'm not going for a heavy under eye or a bright under eye. So I'm gonna try and avoid doing that really large triangle and just cover up the darkness. Going back in with my damp beauty blender, I'm gonna dab under my eye and blend that concealer in. So now that I have the concealer on, I'm gonna wanna set it. So I'm going to go into my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. There's a nice yellow tone in here. It's called Lyric. It's this color right here. I'm just gonna get a setting brush. This is the Real Techniques setting brush. I'm gonna dip it into Lyric and I'm just gonna tap it on my under eye. I'm gonna take some of that and I'm just gonna sweep it across my lid to also set that concealer on my lid. So I'm taking a look at my concealer and my foundation, and as I mentioned before, my foundation is a little lighter because the sun has just given me a little bit of a tan. So my concealer is not meshing in well with my foundation. So I'm gonna try and fix that. I'm gonna take my beauty blender. I'm going to take that stick foundation again. I'm just gonna dab it to the bottom of my beauty blender, like so. And I'm just gonna pat that along the edges of where the two colors meet to try and blend them in some more. So now I'm gonna move on to setting my face because it's now summer, or it's getting into summer, I wanna make sure that my foundation stays. So I'm gonna set my face. Today I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. And this is just a translucent setting powder, a pressed powder. And I'm gonna take my Morphe E52 brush. It's a nice densely packed brush with a dome top. I really like this dome top because it really gets into the nooks and crannies. I'm gonna dip that into my powder and I'm just gonna tap this all over my face. So I'm not rubbing the brush on my face, but I'm gently tapping. What I wanna do is I wanna press this setting powder into my foundation. And now I'm gonna move on to my eyes. So now for my eyes, I just want a really nice sun-kissed look, a very light and simple look. So I'm going to use MAC's eyeshadow in the color Woodwinked, and it's this one here. What I love about this color is that it's a brown with some gold flecks in it, and I just really like how it goes with my skin tone. Sometimes this is the only eyeshadow that I put on. So again, if it's the weekend and I'm just getting ready to go out shopping or just going to a barbecue or a picnic or whatever it is, I may just put this on my lids. And I think that's what I'm gonna do today, is I'm just gonna swipe Woodwinked along my lids. So just taking a densely packed eyeshadow brush. This one is from a company called Quo in Canada. This is sold at Shoppers Drug Mart, which is like our Walgreens. This is an all over shadow brush. So I've just dipped that into Woodwinked, and I'm just gonna sweep it across my lid. I'm gonna take that brush with the same color. I'm just gonna sweep it back and forth in a windshield washer motion, just getting that color in my crease. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take a blending brush and I'm gonna put a color underneath my lower lash line. Staying on the MAC trend, I'm gonna use MAC's Bronze, which is this color right here. It's a deeper color, a deeper brown. Just gonna dip it very lightly, that blending brush very lightly into that bronze. And I'm just gonna run it from my lower lash line, from the outer corner, all the way in. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Now I'm looking at this, maybe I'm gonna put some of that bronze in the corner, in my outer corner. I'm just gonna take some of that on that same blending brush and just in circular motions, just put it in that outer corner. And adding bronze in the outer corner just added a little bit of dimension to my eye. And I think I'm just gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna use Milani's Supreme Kohl Kajal eyeliner in black. It's a creamy eyeliner, and I think I'm gonna tightline. Just make my life easy and just tightline. Tightlining is when you apply the eyeliner to the lash line. So just gently taking the eyeliner and just running it along that lash line, just to give that bit of color. What it does is, like, in my opinion, it just adds a little bit of drama to the eyes. and just brings attention to the eyes. And now my eyes are gonna water a little bit. I'm gonna take that same liner and I'm gonna tight line the lower lashes. So now that I've tight lined my eyes, I'm gonna go in with mascara. I'm using Benefit's Bad Gal Bang Mascara. I'm gonna apply it to my lower lash line. And I always like to start with my lower lash line, because if I do it in the other order, where I start with my top first and then try to do my lower lash line, mascara always ends up on my face. So now that my lashes I've got mascara on my lashes, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish the rest of my complexion. So for contour, I'm gonna go back into my Shade and Light palette. I bought this palette. I'm gonna use the color Subconscious, which is the lighter brown in this palette. And I'm gonna go in with my Sigma small contour brush, F05. And I'm just gonna apply it in a circular motion. And take some of that same contour and apply it to my jawline, making sure to connect that jawline with my cheek contour. And apply some of that contour to my forehead, making sure that I get that contour powder into my hairline so it looks a little more natural. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Since I'm already working with the contour powder, I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose. I'm going to use this Morphe brush, and it doesn't have a number from it, but it is from the Face Contour collection. I'm going to use that same color, Subconscious, just to add some contours to my nose. I'm going to go into the yellow in this palette, Lyric, using this domed brush from Morphe. As well, this is from the Face Contour collection. It doesn't have a number on it. But I'm just going to dab that under my eye once again. And also getting that yellow to either side of my nose. I'm also going to apply some of that underneath my cheek contour, just patting it in. Now I'm going to go in with my bronzer. I'm going to use MAC's bronzing powder in the color Bronze. And I'm going to use my Morphe R7 brush to apply it. Using my R7 brush, just dipping into that bronzer, and I'm going to apply it just over where I contoured on my cheeks and on my forehead, just warming up that contour. Going back in using my Morphe E52 brush, I'm just going to wipe that powder off from underneath my cheek contour and either side of my nose, because I really don't want to bake. I just wanted to lighten it up a little. Now I'm going to apply my blush. I'm going to use MAC's Copper Tone blush. Using my Morphe Y3 brush, I'm just going to dip it into that blush, and I'm going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks. Taking that color back, I'm going to spritz my face with some Fix Spray. I'm going to use the NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. Just be kissed by the makeup gods. And I'm going to use this as an opportunity to put some highlight on. I'm going to use my Morphe M10 brush, dip that into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlight, and just apply some highlight on my cheekbones in a circular motion. And you'll see by doing it, adding the highlight at this point, with the setting spray still on my face, that highlight is just going to pop. We all know I like me some highlight. I'm just going to take my finger, I'm going to rub it into that highlight and put it down the bridge of my nose and a little bit on the tip. I'm going to take that same brush, just apply it to my Cupid's bow. I'm going to finish off my lips. I'm going to use MAC's lip liner in the color Cork, and I'm just going to line my lips. I'm going to take some of that liner and just fill in the corners of my mouth. And for my lips, I'm going to use NYX Lip Lingerie in the color Baby Doll. So I'm going to apply some gloss. I'm going to use MAC's Lip Glass in the color Nymphette. Again, another oldie but a goodie. And that completes my look. So there you have it. This is my simple, natural look, and that's perfect for the summer. It's something that you can do in a matter of minutes and just get out the door. What was your favorite part of this video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button below and share it with your friends, because I'm sure they're going to want to know how to get that glowy, bronzy look as well. If you like me and you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I'm sending love and light your way. Bye.